Hello everyone and welcome to another random bits and pieces segment from my brain, and today, still a while, for we are playing some more NHL21 franchise with the Ottawa Senators. Alright, so prior to shooting the video, I tried to make a few trades happen. I recognize my record is not all that great and that I could potentially benefit from trying to improve the team, but I cannot find a trade that makes sense for me. So yeah, I stayed put. We'll see if maybe somebody offers me a trade that I just cannot refuse during the today's video. Excuse me, but yeah, as it stands, we're gonna go ahead and stay put for one more month. Thing is, I don't usually like to make trades just to make trades. So yeah, I didn't do that. Alright, so we're gonna take a look at a couple things and then we're gonna go ahead and get ready. So our best player is now Dylan Larkin. He has 37 points in 54 games. Not that great, or in 52, sorry. Not that great. And then Brady Tkachuk has 36 points and Trocheck has 36 points as well. The ever malcontent Brady Tkachuk, I should say, he's not very happy with me, and it's been a thematic since the start of this playthrough here. Now let's go ahead and take a look at who is the best in the entire league. See if it's still Mitch Marner. And it is. So Marner has 72 points, William Nylander has 70, and then Marchand, Pasternak, Seguin, Teravainen, Elias Peterson, Sebastian Aho, and Austin Matthews. Alright, so McDavid is not even anywhere to be seen. There he is, 57 points. Struggling a little bit, not in real life though. He sure likes to torch my poor Ottawa Senators. At least this year he does. Him and Draisaitl have been very lethal. Well, pretty much against anybody, but against us they have been ridiculously good. Alright, so I'm gonna take a quick look here. We had quite a few people get better now. Alright, so at the NHL level we have Sanderson, that's at 85, but I think we already knew that. And then we have Stuzzo's now at 83, so he's getting better. Getting there. And in the system there's plenty, so Lassie Thompson is now at 79, Cole Sillinger is now at 77. Likachev is now at 71. Inglis is a 67. Murata is a 65. Tuparainen is a 65. Kolosov is a 62. Brunette is a 62. Dimitrakos is a 61. LaBarbera is a 61. Osala is a 61. Markov is a 60. Miknov is a 59. Thompson a 57, Ruedel a 54, and Poyar a 53. Okay, let's check to see if there's been trade. I couldn't make a trade happen, but maybe other teams did. So let's figure it out. No trades, no signings, which means we're ready to go. So today's score, to see if I'm going to do some gameplay, is if we are up 3-2 after 2, I will go ahead and take over for the third period. Alright, so we are going to start February of 2024, and that's going to be starting here in a few days against the Vancouver Canucks at home. Alright, so the Canucks are 28, 20, and 6. And we have 2 injuries here, so they should be coming back pretty much at the same time. So Sokolov has a mild concussion and Jake Sanderson has a sore shoulder. So we should be good, but I'm still gonna check just to make sure. Yeah, we should be good. Alright, let's get going. Oh, maybe we want to take a look at the Canucks. Oh, they do have injuries. So Lind is hurt, he has a concussion. And Victor Rask also has, well, he has post-concussion syndrome. They are both coming back soon, but they are not going to be playing this game. Alright, go Sens go. With a really good month here, we actually can turn our fortunes around a little bit. And it starts here against the Vancouver Canucks. And we are tied at 1 after 1. We got a goal on the power play from Kubalik. Canucks got a goal from Ep.30. Tied at 1 after 1. We're losing 2-1 after 2. Brock Besser scored, and it is 2-1 for Vancouver after 2. And nobody scored in the third, so we start February with a loss. We scored one giant goal. It was Kubalik from Brady Tkachuk, and that was it. Right, next game on the calendar, of course, I want to win. So Montreal is one of the very few teams that is worse than us this season. It is beautiful to see. Alright, so the Habs are 15, 30, and 7. They are 1-6 and 3 in their last 10. Alright, so we're still without Sokolov and Sanderson. Montreal is healthy. And the game is in Montreal. We are down 1-0 after 1. Montreal got a goal from Brendan Gallagher, and it is 1-0 Montreal after 1. We are down 3-1 after 2. Vincent Trocheck tied the game, but then Montreal got goals from Jesperi Kotkaniemi and James Van Riemsdyk, who is now a Montreal Canadian. 3-1 Montreal after 2. Tied at 4 after 3. Oh, we came back here in the third period. So Colin White scored on the power play, then Brendan Gallagher scored. Then we got goals from Colin White, and Riley Smith tied the game with 20 seconds left to go in the third period. We are tied at 4 heading into overtime. Nobody scored in overtime. We are going in the shootout. And we lost in the shootout. Nick Suzuki, the only goal scorer in the shootout, and it is a 5-4 loss. We do get a point, but we did lose against one of the few teams that is worse than us in the standings. Alright, so let's see. Trocheck scored his 15th from Colin White. Then Colin White scored from Trocheck and Hamilton. Then Colin White is 10th from Trocheck and Shabbat. And Riley Smith from Colin White and Trocheck. And yeah, that was all of our goals. So Trocheck 4 points. I think White 4 points. Yeah, White and Trocheck both got 4 points each. And even then it wasn't enough. Alright, so we play tomorrow in Minnesota, so we don't have a whole lot of time to feel sorry for ourselves. Oh, the Wild has a really good record. They are 30, 16, and 8. Alright, we're still without the same guys in Minnesota. Kevin Fiala is hurt. He may or may not play. David Perron is hurt. He will not play. Come on, we need a win here. Enough with the losing, I say. That was my angry tone. Alright, we are up 1-0 after 1. Brady Tkachuk scored in the first period. We have a 1-0 lead. Still 1-0 after 2. Nobody scored in the second period. And that, you know, we won 1-0. I will take it. Nice road win here. 1-0. Alright, so it was Brady Tkachuk from Dougie Hamilton and Rasmus Ristolainen, and that was enough to win. And I will take it. So we have a day off, and then we're going to play in Chicago against the Blackhawks. Alright, so Blackhawks are 21, 29, and 7. Oh, Sanderson may or may not play that game. And in Chicago, There are no injuries. That sounds very unfair to me. Go, Sens, go! We are up 2-1 after 1 here, so Eric Brandstrom scored on the power play, gave us a 1-0 lead, then Patrick Kane tied the game, and then former Blackhawk Dominic Kubalik scored, and it is now a 2-1 lead for the Sens after 1. We are tied at 3 after 2, so Drake Batterson scored short-handed, it was 3-1, but then Patrick Kane and Jonathan Taves both scored, tied at 3 after 2, and we lost 6-4. So former Ottawa Senator for about 41 seconds, Cedric Paquette scored, then Tanner Pearson scored, Adam Boquist scored, and then finally Tim Stutzel scored, but it was too little too late. We lost that 6-4. Alright, so Eric Brandstrom scored his 5th from Ryan Dzingel and Vincent Trocheck, then Kubalik from Tkachuk and Larkin, Batterson scored his 5th from Ristolainen and Shabbat, and finally Tim Stutzel scored from Abramov and Ristolainen, and that was it. Oh, alright, so we're going back home, we have a day off, and then we're gonna play against the Bruins. Boston is 28, 21, and 6. Oh, we have a new injury. Alright, so Sokolov is hurt, may play. Sanderson is hurt, may play. Kubalik is hurt, won't play. Let's take a look at the lines, and then we'll come back to look at Boston, because, yeah, I forgot. Alright, so Sokolov's gonna play. So we're fine here. We're fine here. Alright. Oh, Boston. Boston, how hurt are you? They are completely healthy. Boston is up 1-0 after 1. We got a goal from Brad Marchand. And then we're losing 4-3 after 2, so lots of goals here in the second period. So Dylan Larkin scored, Baudin scored, it was actually 2-1 for us at that point. Then Boston scored 3 straight. Morgan Riley scored on the power play, Jake DeBrus scored, Brad Marchand scored again, and then Eric Brandstrom scored. So we're down 1 here after 2. And we lost 6-5. So Trocheck tied the game, then Alexander Steen scored on the power play, Andre Kashi scored as well, then Thomas Chabot scored with 38 seconds left to go in the third period. We were still down 1 and we couldn't get the game tying goal, so 6-5 is the loss here. Larkin from Tkachuk and Hamilton, then Baudin from Chabot and Brandstrom, Brandstrom from Baudin and Smith, and then Trocheck from Dzingel. Oops, I missed a goal, didn't I? Yeah, I missed the Thomas Chabot goal. It was a 10th from Brady Tkachuk. Yeah, we are still sucking big time. Okay. We have a day off, and then we have a back-to-back against the Carolina Hurricanes. So it starts in Carolina, so Carolina is really good. They are 36-17-3. Right, we only have Kubalik that's hurt. We still don't know what's wrong with him. And Carolina is fully healthy. Looks like it's a conspiracy. I'm definitely not that type of gamer who thinks the computer always cheats or whatever. Alright, so it's gonna be tough here in Carolina. We are up 1-0 here after 1. Got a goal from Dylan Larkin on the power play. We are up 2-1 after 2. Nekash scored for Carolina on the power play, and then Dylan Larkin scored for us 2-1 after 2. And we lost 4-2 because Carolina scored 3 goals unanswered in the third period. They got a goal from Jacob Slavin, Ryan O'Reilly, and Connor Sheary. And it's another loss. We lost 4-2. I really don't know what to do. Dylan Larkin scored his 15th from Ryan Dzingel and Brady Tkachuk. Then Larkin again from Tkachuk and Sokolov. Those were our goals. Now we play against Carolina again. Except this time in Ottawa. Did anybody get injured in that previous game? And so Kubalik has a pulled groin. He's going to come back at the end of this month. And nobody got hurt in Carolina. Right, surely we can win at home here. Come on. Alright, we're up 1-0 after 1. We got a goal from Brady Tkachuk. We're down 2-1 after 2. And Nick Ash scored on the power play. Then Bracco scored for Carolina. It is 2-1 after 2. Oh, we tied the game in the third period. Brady Tkachuk tied the game in the third. We are now heading into overtime. Nobody scored in overtime. And we won in the shootout. We got goals from Brandstrom and Larkin, and they got a goal from Teravainen. So it is a victory for us. Much needed victory. So Brady Tkachuk from Thomas Chabot and Dylan Larkin, and then Brady Tkachuk from Sokolov and Larkin. There you go. There you have it. So we have 2 days off, and then we're going to play at home against the Minnesota Wild, whom we just played not too long ago. Alright, so Minnesota is now 30, 21-8. Kubalik still hurt. David Perron still hurt in Minnesota. And we are up 2-1 after 1. Brady Tkachuk scored on the power play. Then Braden Shen scored for Minnesota, and then Brady Tkachuk scored again. I believe that Brady Tkachuk scored our last 4 goals total if you go back to the previous game, if I remember that correctly. Alright, so 2-1 Sens after 1. 3-1 Sens after 2. Dylan Larkin scored in the second period. And we dropped the game in the third period yet again, because why not? And we lost 4-3. So Cody Ceci, of all people, scored against his former team. Made it 4-2. Made it 3-2 Ottawa, sorry. Zuccarello scored on the power play, tied the game at 3, and with 5:20 left to go in the third period, former Ottawa Senator Yevgeny Dadonov, whom I didn't resign, scored a game-winning goal, and we lost yet again. Alright, so Brady Tkachuk from Ryan Dzingel and Dylan Larkin, then Brady Tkachuk scored his 20th from Sokolov and Larkin. Larkin from Stützle and Chabot in the second period, and that was it. Alright, 1 day off, and then we're gonna host the Winnipeg Jets. Alright, Winnipeg is really good, 37, 17, and 6 for them. Alright, so Matt Murray is hurt, but he can play, and then Kubalik is still hurt. And in Winnipeg, Josh Morrissey is hurt, but he can play. Brian Little is hurt, he won't play. Logan Stanley is hurt, he won't play either. No score after 1. No score after 2. No score after 3. And we won in overtime on a Baudin goal. Wow. That's our second 1-0 victory of the month. Alright, so Baudin scored his 5th from Ristolainen. That's it. That's it for today, folks. Alright, 1 day off, and then we're gonna host the Arizona Coyotes. Alright, so Arizona is 27, 26, and 7. Oh dear God. Alright, so Gustafsson is now hurt for us, and Kubelik is hurt but able to play. In Arizona, we have injuries to Tony DeAngelo and Soderstrom, but they are both playable injuries. Alright, now I have to make sure I have enough goaltenders here. Sogard got called up, which I am fine. Hey, Sogard is becoming not too bad. He's a 79. He's 23 too, so he's probably not gonna get like much better. Maybe, hopefully. And we are down 2-0 after 1. Christian Dvorak scored, and then Gergerson scored. 2-0 Arizona after 1. 2-0 Arizona after 2. Nobody scored in the second. And we lost 3-0. Nick Schmaltz scored in the third. So Ottawa with the suckage in full motion here. Right, we have 1 day off, and then we are going to host the Toronto Maple Leafs. And then the trade deadline is about to be there. Gustav Forsling. Edmonton is placing Gustav Forsling on waivers. Would you like to claim him? Probably not. We really don't know anything about him, and I don't think that he's all that good, so I'm gonna say no. Right, Toronto is 39, 20, and 3. Right, Philip Gustafsson is thankfully not hurt for too long. And Toronto is completely healthy. And we are losing 4-2 after 1. Austin Matthews scored, and then he scored a power play goal. It was 2-0 Toronto. Then we got a goal from Kubelik and a goal from Abramov. It was tied at 2 at that point, but then Anderson and Tavares both scored, and it was 4-2 Toronto here after 1. We're losing 5-3 after 2. Robertson scored, and then Colin White scored for us. 5-3 Toronto after 2. And we lost 7-3. Austin Matthews completed his hat-trick, and then Mitch Marner also scored a goal. It is not pretty in Ottawa. Alright, so Kubelik scored from Larkin and Sokolov, then Abramov from Batterson and Ristolainen, Colin White from Brady Tkachuk and Max Lajoie, and that was it for us. Toronto had a lot more goals, but we're not gonna read those. Stopped here for the trade deadline. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be a... There's not a whole lot of pieces that I want to sell, but I do want to sell some. So let's say conservative seller. Yes, we're gonna enter the trade deadline. and look at all the players that we cannot afford. So the best player available is Oliver Ekman-Larsson. Ryan Graves, I probably wouldn't mind putting my hands on him. Vince Dunn. Oh, they want Ryan Dzingel and Artem Zub for their first round draft pick in 2024. And some guy named Simon. Age 20, shoots right, defenseman. He was a second round draft pick. I think I'm gonna make that trade actually. Now in real life I really wouldn't want to get rid of Artem Zub because he's fantastic, but in the game he hasn't been that great or anything like that, so yep, let's oh, did they make another trade before? I guess they did. Yeah, I wasn't fast enough. They traded their first to St. Louis for Sammy Blais and a third round draft pick. Wow, I should just have jumped on it right away, right? Pittsburgh trades Rodriguez, Zaboro, and a sixth to the Kings for Corbin and Julien. God, that guy sucks. I was ready to make that trade. Another trade. Kings trade Kurnkovich, Vance, and Gordon to Washington for Savard and a third. What should I do here? Yeah. Alright, Chicago trade. Oh, Taves goes to Columbus for Schmaltz and a third. Wow. Jonathan Taves has been on the block for like 3 years and he finally got traded to Columbus. Buffalo. Trotter and Booze to Colorado for Ryan Graves, which was one of the only guys I was kind of interested in. Vince Dunn, maybe. Vince Dunn, not Dunn. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm not sure though. I'm more of a seller, so I should sit here. Alright, Zub and a third for a third and Mendoza. I don't want to trade Zub to Montreal. Fuck no. Maybe somebody's gonna offer me a first again for Ryan Dzingel and Zub or something. Boston trades a second and a third to Washington for Shore, Pitlick, and a fifth. I know that I'm being passive, but I'm that's kind of what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to just see if somebody's going to make me an offer again. Kind of sucks that New Jersey pulled the trigger on a different trade. Oh, Phoenix made a trade. Trade Christian Dvorak, a 5th and a 6th to St. Louis for a 2nd and Berglund. And it's not Patrick Berglund who used to play in St. Louis and Toronto. God. Oh. What did he put on the block for me? Matt Murray, Dzingel, Larkin, Gustafsson, and Zub. Okay, I guess that kind of makes sense. I wonder who's looking for a center. Oh, you want a 2/3, a 5th, and Baudin for Wallander, Sagat, and a 3rd. Who is that Wallander guy that you want to trade to me? 21, a defenseman. It was a 2nd round draft pick. William Wallander. Oh dear God. Okay. Zub, a 3rd and a 4th for 3 players. Yeah, I'm gonna decline that. I want draft picks. A little bit more than that. Oh God, that other trade that I might have pulled. I don't know that I would have, but it went away. Let's see if I put no trades found for Zub and Larkin. Dang. That would have been nice. Come on, is there a team that's desperate for center depth? You can get Dylan Larkin. Teams interested, Buffalo, Washington, and St. Louis. Oh, I'm being offered something here. The 3rd, that Simon guy again, and then Jovanovski for Baudin, Zub, and a 3rd. So we're swapping 3rds in 2025. Yeah, that's not as good as the first offer you made me. So we look at that Simon guy. We don't know anything about Jovanovski. He's 19. He was a 7th round draft pick. Oh, yeah. Well, he has good stats. Oh, that's in juniors, though. I was going to go and make a trade offer. Right, so they are looking at Larkin. How does that work? Oh, they don't feel like I'm being genuine with my trade offer. Well, screw you. That sucks. I wanted to make that first trade. I really did. Nick Schmaltz has been moved. Are you offering me the exact same thing you just offered me a couple hours ago? Why do you want to get rid of Mendoza so bad? 3rd round draft pick, he's 20, shoots right. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't want to send Zub to Montreal. God, I'm not gonna have made a single trade. That's pretty pathetic. I'm pathetic. I'm looking at Oliver Ekman-Larsson looking at me, and he's saying, "You're pathetic." Look at that sly smile. That's what he says. I might get one more trade offer to come in. I might need to pull the trigger on it real fast if it does happen, because time is running out. Can't believe that I didn't really get any offers for Dylan Larkin. I guess his salary is always scary. Come on, offer me the moon for somebody. Probably not happening, huh? Well, I had offers. I guess I was maybe too picky. The only player that was really getting like some interest was Zub, and I'd rather keep him, to be honest. He's not on an expiring contract or nothing. Alright, so it looks like it's gonna be a trade deadline where we didn't trade anything. Well, shoot. Oh, trade at 11:59. And we don't get to see what it was. It was Philadelphia. Oh. They got a third and a fourth and Imore from Montreal for Magnus Holmquist and a sixth. That's a little disappointing. Winnipeg is placing Derek Forbort on waivers. Maybe. Do I want to claim him? He's a 77. Yeah, he's not... I thought that maybe it would be a little higher than that. Alright, and now the last game of the month is going to be in Vegas against the Golden Knights. Vegas is 30, 25, and 8. We are finally healthy. What about Vegas? They are healthy as well. No score after 1. We are up 2-1 after 2. So Mark Stone scored in the second period. Then we got a shorty from Drake Batterson, and then a power play goal from Dominic Kubelik. We are up 2-1 here after 2. Tied at 3 after 3. So Dougie Hamilton gave us a 3-1 lead, but then Alex Galchenyuk and Marcus Sorensen. Wow, 3 former either Ottawa Senators or, you know, Senator pick scored for Vegas. So of course Mark Stone, Galchenyuk played briefly for the Sens, and Marcus Sorensen was a Ottawa pick. So yeah, tied at 3 heading into overtime. Oh, we won. Who scored in overtime? Drake Batterson did. All right. And on Robin Lehner, who is also a former Ottawa Senator goaltender. Lots of Ottawa connection in Vegas. Alright, so Drake Batterson scored from Ristolainen and Shabbat, then Kubelik from Larkin, then Hamilton from Larkin and Sanderson, and then Batterson from Hamilton, and that is a victory, finally. We'll take it. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and advance day. Oh god, another player that's feeling sorry. ARG, right now I don't think I'm performing to the best of my abilities. I agree. I've thought about it, and I think I need better chemistry with my line mates or more ice time to solve this issue. Let's see if I can give you different line mates. Excellent, I'm glad to hear about this. Let's see if you get upset at me like Brady Tkachuk does. Besides, if you get angry that, you know, I can always not resign you. Because I believe you're on an expiring... Yes, you are on an expiring contract. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and stop here. March 1st. Let's try to play this angle with throw check and white and see what happens. Actually, let's... Actually, let's try like that and see what happens. What do we have here? Ah, we don't have any money to fix anything. What else is new? Alright. I'm going to go ahead and save the game. So we didn't get to trade. We kind of wanted to, and we couldn't pull the trigger fast enough. But anyway. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and stop here for today. So as usual, I do want to thank you for tuning in. And if you've liked the video, please feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment, all of that good stuff. And until I roll this game again, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.